It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can open. Get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Herbert. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers at 10-1 now in the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Baron Browning came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Huntley to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out of the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Colin Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
To throw, Huntley. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. See a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter, and man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down.
21-0 our score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 and now on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch. Made on the 24-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 36-yard line here. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Herbert's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Justin Herbert looking to pass, and that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Their catch, made it 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Denver. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Oh, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers extend their lead yet again. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Tua now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 48 yards. And the Broncos are able to claw one back. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one,
and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some room to roam now. 24 yards the game there. Another 1st down as well. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Fair catch. Made 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Ready.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Ready?
And they take a knee.
Ready.
So this is